every year in the NFL, people disagree on what quarterbacks are the best or even the best of the best. Some people say these quarterbacks are elite. Some of them say they're unproven. Some of them are overrated, underrated, whatever it is. People seem to not agree on a quarterback tier list. But today, I'm not making one, but I'm going to be reacting to my NFL tier list from August preseason quarterback tier list. If you want to check out my latest one, I made one about 2 weeks ago, so check that out. But before we get right into reacting to our old one, please subscribe, comment down below who you think the top 5 NFL quarterbacks are, and let's get right into it. All right, so if you want to find this video, it's my quarterback tier list. It's from 2025 August. What a boring title. But we're just going to look at React. So the tiers that we have is elite, very good, solid, unproven, not great, and terrible. Again, this is August 2025. It is now January 29th, 2026, just for the record. So first quarterback we had is Caleb Williams. We put him in unproven. I think right now Caleb Williams is decent. A lot of inaccurate throws. I mean, he wasn't at the top of the list of passing yards this season. Actually, he was. He was up there. He had 39.42 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks, a rating of 90.1. He had a pretty good year for the Chicago Bears. There were a lot of simple plays that he missed, like simple throws, check down, stuff like that, being too aggressive. But before the season, I said Caleb Williams is unproven because I only seen a year of him. So we're gonna go ahead a bit here. Tommy DeVito. I was debating, heavily debating. I went terrible. We'll skip Tommy DeVito because he didn't play much this year. We'll kind of really only look at the starters. Drake May, I said was solid. Drake May has been my boy since he came out of college. If you've been watching my videos, you know that. Drake May is a really, really good football player. North Carolina kid, former Panthers fan growing up. He had an elite year, MVP campaign, arguably 43.94 passing yards. He had 31 touchdowns, 8 picks, 113.5 passer rating. He played really, really well. Completion percentage was 72%, which I think is the best in the NFL. He had a really good year. Like I said, MVP campaign, arguably. Drake May was solid, but right now I'd say he's elite, or at least very good. We're skipping ahead here. Oh, I'm adding a new tier for Joe Flacco. I put him at mid. Older player, obviously. Justin Fields, where'd I put him? Not great. Yeah, I was right about that. I like Justin Fields. I watched him in Ohio State. I really wanted, him to succeed there, but just didn't work out. Didn't work out with the Bears as much. Didn't work out with the Jets at all. Don't get me wrong, he did a really good job of not turning the football over when he played for the Jets, but the touchdowns weren't cutting it. The yardages were really, really bad. He had 7 touchdowns and 1 pick before he got benched. 1259 yards. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest there for Justin Fields. I wish Justin Fields was one of those players though that panned out and to be successful. All right, next up here, let's see who we got. I think it's Bryce Young. I'm just talking about Fields. Bryce Young is solid. Um, Bryce is tough, man. I love Bryce Young. Don't get me wrong. One of my favorite player in the league. I don't want to say he's really, really good, but I don't want to say he's bad at all. I think it just inconsistent, I think, is a tier for Bryce. I wish he would find that level more of consistency. I really trust him on game-winning drives. Um, but it really depends on the day, man. Bryce, I think if he just finds that level of consistency, I believe he is our franchise guy, though. Let's see. Let's take a look at his stats. Um, Bryce Young. He was decently up there in passing yards. He had 23 touchdowns, 11 picks, which is way improvement from the other year. 30-11 passing yards. He only missed 1 game this year, so he did a good job of staying healthy. And he wasn't sacked as much as he usually is, which is really good. He was only sacked 27 times. No, that's not right, is it? Hmm. Sacked 27 times. That isn't bad. Bryce Young, I like him. He's a good player. He is the answer for the Panthers long term, if you ask me. Before we continue on today's video real quick, special message to OBS Studio. Fuck you. Anyway, next up on the reacting, we have, I believe, that is the legend himself, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Yep, I put him at mid. I mean, I think Aaron Rodgers played well this year. You could look at his stats real quick. He had 33, 22 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 picks, which isn't bad if you ask me. He did well. He got the job done. You know, some games it showed that his age was catching up to him, but others he played really, really well. Aaron Rodgers was solid. He was decent this year. He got the Steelers to where they wanted to be, which is 10-7, but first round exit. Didn't see much of Zappy this year. Tua was not the greatest quarterback this year. He had 20 touchdowns and 15 interceptions, 26, 60 passing yards. Okay, I get, if you're going to be a gunslinger, if you're going to throw the ball down the field, if you have a lot of interceptions, it's okay. Brett Favre did. But you got to have touchdowns, right? If you want to be a effective gunslinger in the NFL, if you throw a lot of picks, you got to throw a lot of touchdowns. An example of that is Dak Prescott. I mean, some would say 10 interceptions is a lot. He had 30 touchdowns. So if you're going to be aggressive like Brett Favre, you got to have way more touchdowns than interceptions if you're going to have a lot. And Tua was simply the opposite. So he wasn't great at all this year. Levis, we didn't see much of. Russell Wilson was mid before he got benched with the Giants. Kyler Murray, let's see what I said. He was mid. Okay. Let's check his stats. He didn't play much this year, unfortunately. I believe he had like 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I do believe he needs a fresh start from Arizona. Comment down below where you think Kyler Murray will go. I could see maybe a team like Miami. If they don't get Malik Willis, maybe a team like Indianapolis till Daniel Jones comes back or somewhere like that. Maybe Minnesota. Ooh, Minnesota would low-key be fire. Comment down below where you think Kyler Murray could play. But I think if he's in the right system, maybe he'll return to that number 1 overall form like he was coming out of Oklahoma. Next up, we have Jared Goff. Where did I put Jared Goff? I put him in very good. He was very good this year. A lot of people aren't talking about Jared Goff. He had 34 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 45-64 passing yards, 105.5 rating. Jared Goff could have had a case for MVP if the Lions won 3 or 4 more games than they did, in my opinion. Nobody's really talking about it, but he had a good year. He was sacked almost 40 times, so his offensive line kind of disappointed him. When he was playing against teams like Minnesota, when they blitz all the time, he was rattled. He didn't play well. A lot of teams didn't play well against Brian Flores this year. But Jared Goff, I thought, played really well this year, and I was accurate on the season he was going to have. While you're watching this video, please subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. This is my dream job, and I want to make this my career, talking to people about sports who love sports. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Comment down below your favorite NFL team. Daniel Jones, I put as terrible. Okay, well, let's see his stats before he got hurt. Daniel Jones had 3,101 passing yards. He had 19 touchdowns, 8 picks. He was playing really well before he got hurt. A couple games were bad, but for the most part, he was doing a lot to get the job done. I mean, the Colts won like 8 of their first 10 games. So, right now, if I had to put Daniel Jones on a tier list, it would probably be between mid and solid. I got to see more out of him. Let's see what I said for Trevor Lawrence. I bet I put him at mid. I did. He played well in the stretch last year. He started the year decent. He had just over 4,000, 29 touchdowns, 12 picks. But I'm going to try to pull up his stats in the last, 6 or 7 games. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. So, since a 3-interception game against Arizona. So, week 13 to week 18, Trevor Lawrence had 9, 12, 15 touchdowns to 1 interception. Trevor Lawrence was the hottest quarterback to end the season. Okay? You can't argue with that. So, Trevor Lawrence right now is definitely solid. That stretch is incredible. 15 touchdowns and 1 pick. Incredible, regardless of whatever it is. Tyrod Taylor, we barely seen much of this year. Kirk Cousins played a little bit. He wasn't the greatest. He's okay. We're kind of gonna do starters. Lamar Jackson, elite. Lamar had not the greatest year while he was playing. I think a lot of the time he was playing hurt. 25, 49, 21 touchdowns, 7 picks. Also, obviously, running some touchdowns in. Lamar was good this year, but we didn't really see a lot of him because he was playing hurt, like I said, and a lot of people around him got hurt. The Ravens overall just didn't have a good year. You can't really argue that. Let's see here. Jordan Love, I put it very good. I think he was very similar to Jared Goff this year, somewhat. 23 touchdowns, 6 picks, 33, 81. Jordan Love is one of those players, to me at least, where one play, he will throw a 60-yard dot for the game winner under pressure. He'll spin, run away from the pressure, whatever he has to do. And then the very next play, he will get the ball, throw it 10 yards in front of a wide receiver for a pick six. He's just one of those players. He just fucking throws it. Sometimes he doesn't even look like he has a destination for where he's throwing it. I respect it, though. Jordan Love is a good quarterback. Just needs to be more consistent. He's kind of like Bryce to me. Let's see here. Brock Purdy's solid. Let's see his numbers. He had a pretty good year, I think. Where is he? He didn't play much, though, unfortunately. Where's Mr. Brock Purdy? And obviously, a lot of people on the Niners got hurt. He had 21, 67, 20 touchdowns, 10 picks, so not the greatest year, but he played fine. I mean, again, the Niners, it's hard to evaluate certain players because of injuries around them. He lost a lot of receivers. McCaffrey was hurt a few games. Kittle was hurt a few games. Jennings Pearsall was hurt a few games, so, and his offensive line. Purdy wasn't bad. Right now, I think he's around solid tier, hanging around there. Let's see who's next. Matthew Stafford, I put at very good. Should have put him at elite. Obviously, he led the league. I believe he's the MVP, 4707, 46 touchdowns at the age of 37. That's insane. 8 interceptions. Incredible year for Matthew Stafford. Incredible year. Incredible. Justin Herbert, this one might get controversial. I put him in very good. He was good this year. 37, 27, 26 touchdowns, 13 picks. I'm not going to defend some of his plays, but I think his offensive line was really, really bad this year once he lost Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt. He got sacked 54 times. The postseason, he got sacked probably 7 times. He got roughed up against New England. So it wasn't really his fault. He was under pressure a lot, very nervous. Give Herbert an offensive line, Jim. And, obviously Joel, Rashawn Slater are very good players, but they couldn't stay healthy. Not like against them. They just weren't healthy. Get better depth, okay? Bradley Bozeman should not be your starting center. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Russell Wilson. Wait, what? Am I tweaking here? Who the fuck is that? I am not thinking straight. Unless I'm just tweaking. Aiden O'Connell, we didn't see much of this year. Geno Smith. Ooh. Whoa. Solid. Solid. He had more interceptions and it was close. 19 touchdowns, 17 picks. He was awful. Awful. I legitimately thought some of the games he played, his helmet was on backwards. That's how bad it got. Jaden Daniels, we're not really going to look at. He didn't play much this year. I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he will be very good when he comes back. Hopefully he recovers well from that knee injury. Jalen Hurts. Oh, boy. Here we go. Oh, boy. Very good. Let's see the stats. Jalen Hurts. He had 32, 24, 25 touchdowns, 6 picks. He did a good job of not turning the ball over. The thing with Philly is they were just so lackluster on offense. They never seemed to have a real game plan. They just didn't move the ball much. It was run, deep ball, punt. You know, that TikTok meme was true, where it's like, Saquon up the middle, Saquon up the middle, AJ Brown deep ball, incomplete punt. It was true. No way around it. Can't really argue it. Let's see here. Is that all the quarterbacks I ranked, or did I do more? No, I did more. Joe Burrow's elite, obviously. Very good football player. Where is he on here? He didn't play much this year, though, but he did well in the games that he played. Yeah, 17 touchdowns, 5 picks. I mean, in the little games he played, 17 touchdowns is insane. And he was sacked 17 times. It's insane. That's insane, man. Joe Burrow, I believe, is one of the best, if not the best, quarterback in the NFL. Hopefully, they can get him a better offensive line so he can stay healthy. Anthony Richardson didn't play this year from an eye injury. Hopefully, he recovers. Sam Darnold, oh boy, mid. Okay, obviously, Sam Darnold was absolutely fucking insane this year. I said I liked Sam Darnold before the season. I can tell you exactly what I said. I like Sam Darnold. I think he could be good, but I need to see it again. You know, I said the year in Minnesota was really, really good, but I need to see it again. Was it Kevin O'Connell or was it him? It was him. He balled out 40, 48 yards, 25, 14 touchdowns, and he's having an incredible postseason battling a severe injury that can affect his throwing motion. Sam Darnold, really well. Played really well. CJ Stroud, very good. You know, I'm not giving up on CJ Stroud, but he had a bad year. And I think a lot of it with CJ is confidence. When I say confidence, I mean every time he drops back, he does 2 seconds and then he starts going like this, like he's moving around thinking he's under pressure when sometimes he's not. I feel like he thinks he has to get the ball out so quick, you know, that it messes him up. He got sacked a lot, under pressure a lot. So, you know, he didn't play good, don't get me wrong, but get him an offensive line, and then we could really, really evaluate him. But he had a hell of a rookie year. He's got to build off it, though. Then we got Josh Allen, who's obviously elite, no discussion. Where's his stats? 36, 68, 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Had a lot of good rushing touchdowns, too. Probably double digits there, I'd guess. Yeah, no debate there. Josh Allen's really good. Who did I put up there? Dak Prescott, solid. Dak Prescott had a heck of a year with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. 45, 52, 30 touchdowns, 10 picks. Incredible year from Dak Prescott, for real. And J.J. McCarthy, unproven. Nine. I call him nine. It was not great. Year one of the J.J. experience was not great. 11 touchdowns, 12 picks. It wasn't great. You know, I bet Kevin O'Connell will fix him. Hopefully, they could bring in a veteran to mentor him. Like maybe somebody like Jacoby Brissett, maybe Kyler Murray, something like that. But we'll have to see 9 again. And then the last two are probably Michael Penix, too early. I don't think he was that good this year. 9 touchdowns, 3 picks. Obviously, he got hurt. Unfortunate for him. But he was inaccurate on a lot of throws. Indecisive, too. Hesitant to go with the ball. Bo Nix, solid. Bo Nix had an all right year. I don't think he's anything crazy as people hype him up to be. 39, 31, 25 touchdowns, 11 picks. He was fine. But I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Please subscribe. Comment down below any future video ideas you want to see. Comment down below your top 5 NFL quarterbacks if you know ball. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.